All right, now for the pièce de résistance that I found in my local libraries here in town. It's called Police Officers Are My Friends, an educational activities book. Here we go. Police Officers Are My Friends, an educational activity book. They even have like little kids of color on their bikes. And the police officers, one of them is a black woman. So you know that we're already hitting all the points of diversity, so these cops cannot possibly have anything wrong with them. Of course, police officers are my friends. Here's the bakery. Do you know the police officers in your neighborhood? They are your friends. Be sure to say hello the next time you see one. Police officers they're giving this to children. Police officers are there to help you. They walk the streets to make sure everything is safe. That's why they carry a gun, because having more guns makes everything safer. They help you if you are lost or hurt. They visit schools to teach kids about safety. Police officers do many things to keep you safe. They help people follow safety rules. Help! They catch criminals when they break the law. And they don't care if the criminals are hungry, and that's why they needed money. So that's why they stole. Police officers wear special uniforms, insignia. Oh, there's the American flag. I knew I would see it somewhere. The eagle. Badge, name, hometown, USA. So this is a very pro-colonizer, pro-slavery, pro-capitalism book that they're giving to children. They use special tools: whistle, handcuffs, two-way radio, a gun, a police baton. So if I was a little kid, I would be very afraid of this person because they have murder weapons on them. So this is obviously trying to brainwash the children into seeing these things as normalized. Whew. Police officers getting training to keep you safe. Who are they pointing those guns at and why? They must practice using a gun and following the rules of gun safety. Oh my God, that's horrifying. I can't believe this is given to children as an activity book. There is a phone number you should always know. Dial it if you are hurt, lost, or need to report a crime. Follow the dots to find out what it is. So it's 911, there's the 9, and then there's the 1s. And it says the answer here too. In an emergency, dial 911. You can also dial 0 for operator. Remember, you don't need any money to dial 911 or the operator. So my best suggestion is try to avoid calling 911 if you can. Definitely do not call the cops on your neighbors. Always try to find a non-cop solution for things. Use 911 to call a police officer if you or someone else is hurt badly or you are lost. A strange person tries to offer you gifts or a ride. You think someone may be trying to hurt you. I don't know what to say. I don't have young children that are human, but I've definitely never told my dogs to call 911, so that's, yeah. To dial 911, pick up the phone. Dial 9 and then 1 and then 1 again. An adult will answer. Remember, listen to the operator, speak clearly, don't hang up until the operator tells you to. That's ridiculous. You should hang up if your body or your gut is telling you that it's not right. So many times I've called 911 on myself for mental health issues, and I had to hang up before the operator told me to in order to protect myself from being caged again. So, terrible, terrible advice in this book. Here are some ways you can help the police officers and community by telling them to quit their jobs. Always obey traffic rules. Of course, we're going to point the kids to obedience instead of obedience and compliance to the system. Oh, look, there's the American flag right there. Always walk and play with a buddy. I actually do like that advice, but no commentary on the systemic reasons police exist. Never take gifts, candy, or ride from a stranger. Say no, then run away and call 911 or tell a trusted adult. This is how Karens are created from a young age. Karens who call people, want some candy? No. And then he calls the cops on him. If anyone offers you cigarettes, alcohol, or other drugs, say no. Then run away and call 911 or tell a trusted adult. Wow. You can say no and not call 911, and you would have the same or better result in your community. If you ever find a gun, don't touch it. Tell an adult. Is it a toy? I'm not sure. We shouldn't touch it. Let's go get an adult. I feel neutral about that advice. Remember, police officers are your friends. Oh my fucking God. They are there to help you when you need them. Call 911, officer friendly. Oh my God, that's horrifying. You can help your friend and police officer by learning your name, address, and telephone number. Remember, in an emergency, dial 911. So, I mean, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's pretty bad, but I wish it said something like, police officers get out of my community or something like that, instead of all this other stuff that I was taught when I was a kid, too. What would it be like if we rewrote this book? Police officers, get out of my community. Do you know police officers in your neighborhood? They are not your friends. Be sure to ignore them the next time you see one. Police officers are not there to help you. They walk the streets to serve the ruling class and not your interests. They may or may not help you if you're lost or hurt. They are mostly there to ensure the status quo remains as it has been since there was slavery in the United States. They visit schools to teach kids about loving the police. Police officers do many things sometimes they do things that any person could do without being a police officer. And they often do a lot of really unsafe things. They sometimes help people follow safety rules. Help, says the Karen. They catch criminals when they break the law. So they enforce the status quo rather than helping people who might actually have a reason why they're needing to steal something. They just enforce the rules regardless of whether the rules are actually just or not. Police officers wear horrifying colonialist uniforms. They use horrifying BDSM and violence, monopoly on violence tools to make sure that you fall in line, that you step in line, according to the elite white supremacist capitalist status quo, those rules. And also they are very colonialist and will police black and brown people at much more brutal rates than white upper middle class people. Police officers get training to help keep you in line. They must practice using a gun and follow the rules of gun safety. There's a phone number that you should be very critical of. Dial it maybe or maybe not. Know what kind of risks you're getting into by invoking the power of the police in your community. Maybe don't use 911 to call a police officer if you or someone else is hurt badly. Maybe turn to more traditional land-friendly methods to heal yourself, besides always relying on the white supremacist, capitalist, medicine industrial complex. Maybe turn to other ways. Or you are lost, maybe ask someone for directions instead of calling the police. A strange person tries to offer you gifts or a ride. Use judgment. You don't need to call the police. You think someone may be trying to hurt you. Learn self-defense, because cops usually come after the crime has already been committed, after the violence is already done. They do not prevent crimes. They come and maybe find but often do not, find the person who did the crime already. So if this little girl is about to be kidnapped, raped, or robbed or hurt, the cops probably won't arrive in time. So you need to learn self-defense yourself. To dial 911, skip because this is ridiculous. Here are some ways you can help the police officers and community. Be a safe driver. Sometimes obeying traffic rules makes things less safe, so I think that's bad advice. Always walk and play with a buddy. Skipping that one. Never take gifts, candy, or ride from a stranger. Say no, then run away. We're not going to call 911. You can tell a trusted adult if you feel it's right, but trust your own judgment. This is another you should trust your own judgment moment, kid. If anyone offers you cigarettes, alcohol, or other drugs, say no. Such a purity culture thing. Then run away and call 911 or tell a trusted adult. Don't do any of those things except, of course, say no and use your own judgment. If you ever find a gun, use your own judgment. Remember, police officers are not your friends. They are there to keep the status quo and keep you in line using lethal force if necessary. You can help your non-friend, the police officer, by telling them that they should quit their job and find a better job to do. Remember, in an emergency, trust your judgment. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more cozy anarchist content, and see you next time on the Xylopiano channel.